Hello, Senior Stoner fans. Excuse me, it's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your mighty dab of the day. Today is Sunday. Hello, everybody. It's Sunday. Well, normally I like to talk about, the circle of life, the circle of pain, how there's always hope at the end, how we smooth all of our edges out and get everything to a nice place. But guess what? Sometimes you just can't. Sometimes horrible things happen to nice people. Sometimes there's just not much you can do about it. So I want to make a point of shouting out to all those people who are on the edge. That's right. Those of us who are on the edge, who might be thinking about hurting themselves, thinking about hurting somebody else. Now it's time to sit back and reach out. Reach out on a cell phone, reach out on a email, reach out on a comment on YouTube. We all respond. There are many of us on this channel that really take seriously the comments that people put out. So it's important that what we do now for each other is respond. And I think there's a common thread here. Common thread. Many of us on this channel who watch this channel know about these types of feelings. Know about when the pain gets so bad you don't want to go on. Know about the sorrow of being alone when you don't want to go on. Well, it's different. It's taking a different shape and a different tone right now. And I think what everybody's having a difficult time with could be jobs, could be money, could be health, could be family, could be loneliness, could be pain and stress. I can go on and on about how many things could be gnawing at us, nipping away, taking bites out of us, hunks out of us in some cases. Some of us are strong people emotionally, but it batters you. These things just batter you. And God forbid if something's happening to a loved one, it's battering you. It just shakes you to your core. And even worse if it's happening to you. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with it to move through and try to find solutions? Well, there's an important thing to remember. The hamster wheel of life, the hamster wheel of pain, that circle I call it, not a bad thing. It is the wheel of life, okay? If you're off the wheel of life, that's not good. So you want to stay on the life. You shouldn't get off. Because here's what happens. That's why I call it a circle. It's going to come around again, and it will be better. It at least will be different. We can guarantee that. We can guarantee tomorrow will be different than today. We can guarantee the next time will be different than today. We don't know how. It's like snowflakes, but they're different. Okay. So the goal is just to make it through to the other side. I don't know if anybody saw Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, When Nature Calls. It was hilarious. He went inside of a rhinoceros, a fake rhinoceros, and came out the back end. It was just incredible. It looked like the rhinoceros was having a baby. And Jim Carrey comes popping out. Make a long story. Why am I talking about that? Because you come out the other end. One way or the other, you're going to come out the other end. So, do we go back to what we've always talked about, one step at a time? Look, if it's a problem, it's one drink at a time, one pill at a time, one injection at a time that you're trying to stop yourself from doing. If it's emotional pain, it's holding your hands to yourself and don't touch a loved one in a bad way. It's don't harm yourself. Don't do harm to yourself. There's no need to. It's a circle. As bad as it is right now, you're going to come back at it and say, wait a second. you'll take another look at it. And that's the thing. Because as long as we're able to put the one foot in front of the other foot and keep going forward, it's going to be a different scene every time. It just doesn't seem like it. That's the problem with human beings. It just doesn't seem like it. When you are suffering, I know what I'm suffering. My back, there's nothing that's going to stop it. It's like, are you kidding me? And then something happens and there's something else. And then something happens and there's something else. It's a constant evolution of things that we have to deal with. That's the human evolution of life. That's how you bring up children. That's how you bring up pets. That's how you grow old. It's a constant changing thing. And we are equipped, believe it or not, some of us don't think so. We are equipped to handle those types of changes. Sometimes it feels miserable. Sometimes it feels like you don't even want to get out of bed in the morning. Oh my God, today was one of those days for me. But you know what? Once you get out of bed, once you do open your eyes, once you do set your feet on the floor and deal with the initial pain, you put one foot in front of the other foot and in front of the other foot. And it works. So, notice the mighty. What do you think of that for a change? Got a little water in it. Got a little water in it for some water filtration. Got it set at 385. We're going to get the mighty cooking. I have it loaded with a really nice bowl of orange ape ground up with my electric grinder. And we're going to try this type today. We're going to try it through the electronic machine and see how it does. I'm breathing a little bit better, thank God. The throat is okay, thank God, right now, knock wood. And it's one step at a time. No heavy things either way, no sharp edges. Remember, I'm trying to live a life of smooth. But if you can't, if you're not able to, just remember, you're going to be okay too. One step at a time. One hit at a time. Whatever it is, just go slow. Do the best you can. And you know what we say? This too shall pass. If it's a bad one, okay? This too shall pass. Let's all keep our heads about us. Cheers, everybody. Tasty. Certainly much lighter than I'm used to. But you know what? It's doing its job. This is the Real Senior Stoner with the mighty. Have a great Sunday, everybody. Cheers.